everyone, I'm the Entertainment Geek and welcome back to another video. Now this video is going to be very different from what I usually post, but this is a topic that I wanted to talk about since it came out. Now I want to preface that I am not a commentary YouTube channel, so while I will describe the situation, I'll leave links and stuff in the description for a better explanation, because I'm kind of bad at explaining things. But for those of you who don't know, Joe Gatto, recent SA allegations have come out against Joe Gatto, and the reason I'm making this video is because of the reaction to the victim and victims coming out about this, because it's truly disgusting. So the first victim came out like last week, and she described how she ran into him and then got a picture taken with him, and then she DM'd him later on, and he gave her free tickets to his show that was around that time, and a meet and greet. So she was able to, she went to his show and then took another picture with him, and then they started DMing more, and he was coming across a little flirty, and then later that night he invited her to his hotel, and that's where the SA occurred. Now she mentioned that she was drinking like quite a bit before she showed up, so that's why she decided to show up. And that is where the first thing people bring up in the comments that really anger me is because they started victim blaming her, saying like, oh, you should have known better, and you're a grown adult, you shouldn't have agreed to go to his hotel, and stuff like that. And this is one of the main reasons why people don't come out about their SA experiences, because of this. Imagine you went through something traumatic, and the reaction people have is, you should have known better, you could have prevented this. It's truly disgusting. And the second thing people brought up, they were basically questioning her why she didn't go to the police. Now, I don't know if you knew this, but most SA cases go like nothing comes of it. A little stat here that I found, which is like justice system statistics. Out of 1,000 SA cases, 975 perpetrators walk free. That's like around 90% of SA cases. You asking why she didn't go to the police, well, it's because nothing would have happened. Nothing would have come of it. The main reason why the police don't do anything is because most of the evidence is circumstantial. But another reason is because they just don't have like enough care to it. And so the reason why she didn't go to the police is because nothing would happen. And another thing is, they question, why are you posting this on TikTok? Well, it's a celebrity, so getting the word out there that he's an SAer would ruin and hurt his support for good reason. And So that entire argument is stupid and pointless. Another thing people bring up is how she told her experience, because she doesn't come across as someone who went through a traumatic experience. But here's another thing for you. People respond to trauma differently. I don't know if you knew this or not. I don't know if that's grand knowledge, but it's true. Speaking from personal experience of people who I know that have gone through traumatic experiences, they make a lot of jokes about it and they laugh it off. And it's because it's a defense mechanism, because of your brain doesn't know how to process that. And so that entire argument, or that entire criticism, is stupid as well. Now, in the past few days, more victims have come out with their stories about this, including someone that used to work for Joe Gatto. And the response is still the same, and it's sickening. And they also include like, oh, you're just chasing fame now because the story is kind of big. And I don't think people realize that because someone was so brave enough to come out with this traumatic experience, that other victims from the same person, they see that and they think, okay, now I feel comfortable enough to come out with their experience. So I think saying that is like really stupid, because usually in most cases when one person's brave enough to come out and there's multiple victims, other victims come out as well. And Joe Gatto's response to all of this is quite telling as well, because he responds to the first girl that came out saying, like, denying everything and saying like, oh, I've had terrible judgment in the past, but I didn't, essay her. But then with these other victims that come out, his response to them is, look at my previous statement. If you don't have the effort to defend yourself with other allegations and just say, look to my previous statement, I think that's very telling for an essayer. And I get why people are quick to defend, because he was a very likable star and everything, likable celebrity. But I think this reaction is very, very disgusting. And the reason I'm making this video is because I want to bring awareness to this issue and how we can respond better. Because while I get wanting to get all the facts before you make your conclusions, immediately blaming the victims and insulting them and picking apart everything they say in a rude manner, it increases the chance of others to not speak out, because SA victims will see this and think, I don't want to deal with the backlash of coming out and talking about my SA experience. And I think we need to address this problem, because like so many SA victims never like have the courage to come out with their stories. And I think that needs to change, because people who SA people deserve to be in prison and all that. And yeah, this whole situation angers me, and I'll leave like the links to the TikToks and all that in the description for you to get better information. But I implore you, whoever watches this, to do better in reacting to all this. I know it's not fun to have one of your favorite celebrities come out as a horrible person, but do not be so quick to blame and dismiss and insult the victim and victims coming out, because if it did happen, if all of this is true, you are basically painting yourself as a terrible person for all of this. And I'm inclined to believe that's what they say is true. But yeah, to conclude this video, if you are a victim of SA, I know it's scary, but do not be afraid to come out with your experiences, because there will be people that support you, myself included. And I'll also link places to that help SA victims and all that in the description. Yeah, this situation really pisses me off. And so yeah, I really wanted to make this video. And so if you enjoy it, let me know. If you hate it, let me know. Let me know if you want more of this or not. In terms of future videos, I might be posting again soon, hopefully, depending on my busy schedule. But yeah, hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you later. Toodles.